Hi everybody, it's Chris from Silverfit. Welcome to everybody, and especially the people I know through the work that we've done, the classes we've had together at the hub. Today, colour green, associated with the heart chakra, and that's our focus. So it's the fourth chakra. So this is the fourth video in a series that's going to go up to 7 and 8 to integrate the work with the chakras. I'm aware that there's a different system of thought that identifies 12 chakras and would see this colour associated with the heart as pink. So if you've got that colour, because that's got a resonance, that works. I have to confess I didn't have anything pink, so I thought I'll go all green. Yeah, if you have a belt or a scarf or a tie, you can get it now. We're not going to do a lot of work with this, and you can do the postures without, but if you have got a belt, it's quite nice to sort of use it. And I know some of you've got these gorgeous rainbow belts, so it's nice to enjoy that, the rainbows being the colours of the chakras. Okie doke. So with most of the postures, working the heart, the shoulders, the upper body, the neck. So do feel free to lie down in your comfortable relaxation position. This is increasingly good for me, but I also like the Shavasana. Hands can be down, palms to the ceiling. Let's take a moment to slowly turn the head from side to side. And just fidget into a very comfortable position. And just respond to gravity. So feel the body dropping into the floor, surrendering to the floor, and feel the floor, the earth beneath, just lifting to receive the body. And just get a sense of support from the floor. And tuning into your breath and your breathing, noticing the ebb and flow of the breath, and just checking that the chin is down towards the chest. You can take your hands for a moment and just rest them on your heart center. Just listening, feeling, observing the beating of the heart, the rise and fall of the chest with the in and out breath. As the lungs expand, they surround the heart. It's like a massage for the heart. And just take a moment to imagine your heart, the colour of your heart, the pulsating rhythm of the heartbeat. Heart pumping blood all around the body, bringing energy to every cell in the body. And if the hands feel comfortable at the heart centre, leave them there or bring them back into a low V. And I'm just going to read a little bit about this particular chakra number for the heart chakra. So just let this float over you and take with you whatever lands from this brief, short reading. And so green is a colour midway in the colour spectrum. It's neither hot or cold. We could call it the centering colour, the harmonising colour, the colour of balance. And as the chakras move up from solid colours, they become more pastel, less gross, lighter and spiritual. Green is the colour connected with the heart centre, and it has the power to unite the positive and negative energy and transform into harmony. When we think of the colour green, we are reminded of fresh green fields, a lawn after summer rain, prana, the life force, and the fresh intake of energy. Green also reminds us to try and stay in the heart centre. When our feelings and intuitions come from the heart centre, we are generally in the right place. So just take a moment to check in with yourself. Just listen to your heart. What is your heart telling you? Take a message from your heart to take into this practice. So if you're in a lying position, gently draw the knees into the chest and let's rotate the knees. So just easing out the sacrum, rotate in the other direction. And then come to roll onto one side, gently coming up to seated. You've been there for quite a while, so deep breaths, several breaths, and just come to a seated position. Let's wriggle through. Let's just do a nice side stretch. Stretch to the side. Arms up. Sorry. Arms up and over to the side. Take the arms back and over to the side. Lift, exhale, and come to a kneeling position. So the knees are underneath the hips, the hands are underneath the shoulders. And we exhale round the back. Inhale, look forward. So this nice cat-cow, the navel draws towards the spine. And we look forward. Let's do 4 more of these. And 2 more. Exhale round the back. Inhale through a flat back to look forward. And once more. Exhale round the back. Inhale to a neutral back. Tucking the toes under. We're going to come into down dog. So maybe take the hands slightly forward. Onto the balls of the feet. Take the weight of the seat back. And then lift to the sky and inhale, walking the dog. And then look to the hands and walk to the hands and keep the knees bent. So we keep the knees bent and then slowly straighten one leg. And find your edge in that leg. It's quite strong in those muscles and bends. Let the head be very heavy, so there's a sense of the neck being very relaxed. Left leg we straighten and release. So right leg, so we're just going for a sort of static walk here. And left, so working into the legs. And bend the knees and then see what it's like to straighten the legs. Maybe that doesn't happen. Keep a micro bend. Don't lock the knees if it's available to straighten the legs. And then just the hands behind, nose between the chins, aspirational. And just the weight of the head is stretching out the spine. If it gets too strong in the leg muscles, just bend the knees and then come back. And then bend the knees. Feel this part of your upper spine and very slowly come to a standing position. The head is down, lots of breath, going very slowly. Inhale. So we're going to go to the, we're going to do a warrior one posture here. I'll do it towards the camera. I think that's just going to work good enough for everyone. So we breathe in and we take the arms forward, and you're in this strong warrior one, looking into the distance. Take the arms slightly back and take your attention to your heart center and lift your heart towards the sky. It's a slight movement. The gaze can stay forward. If you take the gaze up, it becomes something of a balance, a challenge. Press into the feet for stability. But just you can still open your heart in this position. Breathing to the heart. Arms straight. And exhale down. So we take the right foot back, left foot forward into the lunge. So the knee goes out towards the little toes. You should be able to see your big toe. You're really rooting down into the back foot. Breathe the arms up by the side. Open the shoulders a little bit. Lift the heart to the sky, and the gaze is forward or upward. And just breathing to the heart. I am strong. Exhale, release. So I'll do this sideways as well, so that you get a sort of different dimension to the posture. So again, we're going into warrior one. Yep. So into this warrior one, you settle into that posture. Feel the feet, feel the legs firm, and then take the attention to the heart. Take the arms a tiny bit back, still keep them straight and upwards, looking into the distance, and lift the chest to the sky. Breathe, feel for the beating of the heart, the strength of the heart. Looking forward, exhale, bring the back leg to the front and the arms down. And we take the right leg back, left leg forward, final warrior of this little section of the session. Left knee, deep lunge, strong position, reaching up to the sky. Take the arms back a little, feel the chest open, lift the chest to the sky. Look forward, I am strong. Exhale and come to standing. Bring the hands together. Yeah. Bring the hands together into Tadasana. And again, let the thumbs just lift the heart center and listen for the beating of your heart. And then let's bend the knees and walk forward into a plank. Yep. So we're walking forward into a plank. This is going to look better sideways, or it would be clearer sideways. It might not look better. So holding there into down dog. Just holding your dog, adjusting. I'm going to come round to the side so you can, from your dog, yeah, walk the feet back, walk the hands forward, take the weight forward, and you're in a plank. And then bend the knees to the floor and just come into child. And come back into kneeling. And let's just take the right leg through the hands. Take the left leg back, and we're in this lunge. So if your knees don't like this, just give it a little miss. But we're here. We lift the arms up and lift the heart to the sky. Open the heart to the universe. And then exhale, hands to the floor. Bring that leg back to a kneeling position, just a couple of cat-cows. So exhale round the back. Inhale through a flat back, lifting the chest. And then widen the hands, take the hands a little bit forward, and we're into a lunge on this side, so the back leg is on the floor. And we take the hands onto, and this might be more than enough. Drop through this hip, press into this foot. If this is enough, stay with it. If you want to take the warrior stretch, lift the gaze and the heart. Open the chest. And then exhale the hands to the floor. Tuck that back foot under, tuck, bring the other one to join it. And let's just walk back till we come to a standing position. Okay, now we're going to do a yoga mudra. So we clasp the hands behind and we have the hips. We have the feet, we have the hips feet width apart. We have the feet hip widths apart, not too wide. And on the in-breath, take those arms back and exhale, release. So inhale, see if you can go a little bit higher and exhale. And then inhale, see if you can go that bit higher and exhale. Now this next time we're going to hinge from the hips and go down, but we're going to take the arms with us, so we might not go quite as far down. So inhale, take the arms back. Exhale, hinging forward. Keep going, keep going, keep going. The crown of the head drops towards the floor. You can bend the knees if it's too strong on the legs. And just feeling into the shoulders. And then on the in-breath, you're going to think of pushing into the floor. So you're using gravity, the spring of gravity. And you're going to think of taking your hands up to the ceiling. And the breath, you breathe in. So that all makes it easy for the spine. Take the chest to the ceiling. Gaze can be to the ceiling, or you can keep looking forward, whichever works. And then exhale, release. Little wriggle through. And we're going to take the feet a little bit wider this time. So I might do it forward on. Yeah. Feet 5 past 1 or 10 to 2. Same arms, yeah, so we're same. I'll do it this way, it is clearer. This way, and exhale, release. Again, lifting, chest is open, breathe through the heart. And exhale, and this time we'll go the forward bend. Sorry, put your feet forward, that'll make it safer with the knees. So toes are facing forward, arms are really stretched up the back. And then you come fold from the hips down into a forward bend. So the crown of the head is heading to the floor and the arms come over. And if it's available, bend the right knee and straighten. And bend the left knee and straighten. And you know what's coming next. Go for both. And straighten. And then a deep breath in, lifting up through the hands, pushing through the feet, supporting the spine. Take a resting breath as you center. And then just draw the chest, the arms, the shoulder blades together. Open the chest, gaze forward or up. And then exhale and a little release. So the wriggle through that you need. Wriggle through. And then we're going to use the belt just for the next 2 exercises. So if you haven't got a belt, you can imagine, I'll demonstrate lying down. You can imagine, here's your hands, this is for everybody actually, hands at shoulder height, and then you take them a little bit wider, and then you take them up. And you're going to pull, it actually might be a nice idea, if people want to kneel and sit, that's a good idea actually. We'll pull the belt down to here, And then we lift up and we take it as far back as we can. If you want to take the head with it, you can. And then we lift and come back. So that's how to do it. You should feel a stretch here. So if you're using an imaginary belt, that's the way to work it. If you're using a real belt, you put your hands on your belt at shoulder, in line with the shoulders, shoulder height. And then you lift up and you find that the shoulder height is too small. So take your hands a little bit along the belt until you take the belt down. So you ease it until you're feeling like you're working, but you're not feeling like you're going to injure yourself. Bring it up and exhale and down. So inhale up, exhale over, inhale up, exhale forward, inhale up, exhale over, inhale up and forward. Last time, up and back, up and forward. And I sort of notice that gets easier, so you can bring the belt in a little bit if you decide to do this on your own. The next thing to do is to take the arm to the side and back and to the other side and back. And I'm sort of kneeling, but my knees are sort of saying, yeah, I'm not used to doing this for so long. So don't be in pain with the knees. That you can just sit in a seated position. This and back. And then exhale, wriggle through. Let's all come to a seated position if you're not there already. And again, this can work, yeah, the straight legs if the knees are complaining. And let's sort of half your belt if you've got a belt. If not, no worries. If you've not, start to think about what you're wearing and start to think about your back and whether you are able to grab hold of your t-shirt. Yeah. And so this is again, it's Gomakasana, it's cow posture with the arms, and we're looking to just open the chest, open the shoulders, release the heart space. Yeah. So we breathe in, take the arm forward, take it up and take it under, over. And look for the space between the shoulder blades. Take this hand, take it round, take it under, and fingers clasp. Now, I always demonstrate my best side first, so my fingers are touching, but I can make life easier by holding onto the belt with both hands and trying to ease the fingers up the belt. And this might be more than enough, or you might decide you want to lean forward and then inhale, come up, take the elbow back, and then exhale and release down. Wriggle through, and the belt goes onto the other shoulder. I don't think it matters too much as long as you can grab hold of it. If you've not got a belt, you can grab hold of your t-shirt. It works in a similar way. So we're going to, left hand comes up and it looks for the middle of the shoulder blade. And so if you're left-handed, this might be your better side, but for most of us, there'll be a sort of real difference between what's available and what's possible on this side from the other. So I immediately need to get hold. What we're looking for is an opening of the armpits, stretching of the upper part of the body. And exhale, come forward. And inhale, come back. And just release gently, wriggle through. And let's just rotate shoulders. And then the other way. And take the arms into a big V. And then just hold it and just draw the elbows back. Lift up through the hips. So I'm trying to lift up, trying to keep the shoulders down. I'm feeling nice space in the armpits. And I'm noticing where my hands are. Going to change this cross, so we lift, open, take the hands back, breathe into the chest, feel the beating of the heart, and then over to the other side, changing the cross, and then exhale and wriggle through. And we're going to do something that we did in the last session. So we take the foot. It's always better, it makes sense to do things several times. Practice makes perfect. So we're here on this half gate. So the right foot, the toes are pointing forwards. We're on the left knee. You've got padding if you need it. Get that padding, either fold the mat or use something soft. And then we lift over. Nice stretch over. Take the arm back, so we're opening the chest. And then exhale, and let's come down this side. And so let's do that once more. Over and back. Last time, over and back. And bring this in. Come to a chow position. Just resting here. And then inhale and take the foot forward. So again, we're the same on this side. So over towards the foot and then away to the other side. Over towards the foot and away to the other side. Last time, over towards the foot and to here. And let's come into the child pose, so you can, if your knees allow it, otherwise you could lie on your back and draw the knees into the chest. This is upside down child pose, yeah? So here I am in face down child pose. And we're going to come into puppy dog. So let's take the hips perpendicular. This is a bit baggy, this is the only green I had. Hips are above the knees, and you walk the hands forward and forward and forward until you can drop. So I'm dropping my elbows onto the floor, and my hips are, it's a 90-degree angle-ish, and that's where you keep. Then you can walk the hands forward until your head goes towards the floor, and then you can lift onto the fingertips if that's quite strong. So you might just decide to be here. You should feel a stretch into the shoulders through the upper arms. And then inhale and walk back. So if we walk back into a kneeling position, yeah, we're going to do thread the needle, which again is good for the shoulders. So I'll demonstrate side on. We lift, inhale the left arm up and swing it through. Inhale up and swing it through. This time we're going right through. So we inhale up, exhale, arm goes right through till you find the shoulder. And just let I hope you're on your own in your room with this. It doesn't feel very elegant, but just let the weight come into the shoulder. And then inhale the hand that's free on the floor, press in and come back. So we do the same on this side. I'll do it to camera, I think. So inhale, So inhale, take the right hand up. Exhale, thread it through the needle. You can see where the name of this comes from. Inhale, lift. Exhale, threading through the needle. And then inhale, lift. Exhale, and the shoulder goes on the floor. So if I take that hand away, you can see that, and your head just finds a nice, comfortable place. And this hand can come forward. And if you're not feeling much, then stretch the arm further through. And just resting with the breath, enjoying the breath. And then inhale back to a kneeling position. And let's take our bottoms to our heels, skim through, whoa, yep, so we're into a cobra. So find your way into this cobra. Keep the feet apart, that will protect the lower back. And then exhale, come down. Inhale, lift into the cobra. That's lovely. And think of pushing the heart forwards and upwards, the chest forwards and upwards. Draw the shoulders down, relax the face, remember to breathe. Ordinary breathing. And then exhale. And let's just roll onto our backs and come into, suddenly we find ourselves in a rather wonderful Shavasana. Just observing the breath, noticing the rhythm of the breath, the changing rhythm of the breath, and connecting with the temperature of the body. I feel quite warm in certain parts of my body. Just noticing, where do you feel warm? Where do you feel cool? How are the toes? How's the belly? How's the shoulders? And then just tuning into the beating of the heart. And just think of energy being pumped all around the body, every cell in the body. And you've become the observer of the miracle of the body. Observing the life force entering and the cleansing force of the breath as it releases toxins. Emptying your mind of any thoughts. Just taking a mental note of your emotional state. How are you feeling right now in this moment of relaxation? And just staying with your breath. And just now starting to notice the four-part nature of the breath. The intake, the pause, the out-breath, and the moment of stillness at the bottom of the out-breath. And feel as though you are just witnessing the breath. And now take the attention to the heart center. And feel as though the breath is parting the chest, like waves on the seashore, coming and going, in and out. Feel the chest expand, widen, opening. And in this opening is space. A space that allows you to breathe more easily, both mentally and physically. Deep down within this space is a tiny seed of emerald green light. As you breathe in and out, allow this seed to grow into a ball of emerald green energy. Allow it to soak into the chest centre, to bathe the lungs in green light, to bring energy, harmony and balance. Allow the whole body to be healed by this green light. Allow the whole body to breathe in this emerald light. And now feel as though you are sinking into a lush green carpet of springy grass. Allow the earth to support you as the whole body is bathed in a green, luminous light. And then very slowly start to bring your awareness back into the body. Bringing some movement to the toes and the feet and to the fingers and the hands. So the peripheral sort of organs, peripheral entities of the body, awakening the inner organs. Deepening the breath, sending a special energy into the lungs, into the heart, observing the energy of the breath being transported through the whole of the body. And slowly and gently increasing each breath, the depth of each breath. Eventually bringing the knees into the chest. And just rotating the knees in one direction. Rotate the knees in the other direction, all rocking, just easing out the sacrum. So enjoying this movement before you roll onto one side into a fetal position, collecting your thoughts, and then slowly coming to a seated position. And we're going to finish with 3 energizing breaths. So we breathe in, exhale down. We can do it through the mouth or through the nose. Really, most of yoga breathing is nostril breathing, so let's keep with the nostrils. Last breath. Bring the palms together. Down through the centre of the body and just lifting the heart centre, the gaze to the fingertips, and just listening for the beating of your heart and connecting to the feeling of love, joy, peace and harmony that is symbolised particularly and focused in the chakra, the 4th heart centre, the chakra, 4th chakra. Namaste. Thank you very much, everybody. Next session will be on the fifth chakra, which is Vishuddha chakra. It's the throat chakra, and the colours are light blue, a bright blue rather than an indigo. The indigo's net, so it's a bright blue. If you've got any bright blue, have it with you. It just sort of creates an ambience. And have a wonderful, wonderful week. Take care now. Bye.